Okay, Crushers. I need to talk about Mongil Star Dive. Because on one hand, this game had me genuinely excited. Monster taming, tag team combat, anime art, what's not to love? But then I opened the gacha menu and... yeah, we need to have an honest conversation. Because this game, as of right now, it's sitting at a 6 out of 10 for me. And I want to explain exactly why. What's up, Crushers? It's CrusherXGaming, and welcome back. This is my early feedback review of Mongil Star Dive, and I want to be crystal clear before we get into it. Everything I'm covering today is based on beta footage, early access testing, and pre-launch breakdowns, so take this as early impressions, not a final verdict. Things can change once the full game is live, and if they do, I'll come back and revisit the score. So what is Mongil Star Dive? In short, it's a free-to-play anime-style action RPG where you build a squad of 3 characters, battle enemies in real time, and collect monsters along the way. Think monster taming meets gacha action combat. It's developed by Netmarble, one of the biggest mobile game publishers out there, so you already know the monetization is going to be, let's say, interesting. As for timing, Mongil Star Dive launches globally on April 15th, 2026, and it's hitting Android, iOS, and PC, both the Epic Game Store and Netmarble's own launcher. Console versions are planned for later down the road. So yeah, this video is dropping right around launch day. You're in the right place at the right time. Alright, let me paint a picture of what actually playing Mongil Star Dive feels like. You explore zones in the world of Balana, a vibrant, stylized world full of monsters and secrets. You've got your main trio, Cloud, Verna, and the adorable cat companion, Nyanners. It's got that anime energy, big personalities, flashy designs, a whole vibe. The core loop is pretty straightforward. Explore, fight, progress. Combat is real-time action. You're dodging attacks, chaining counters, and most importantly, you can swap between your 3 characters mid-fight. And it's not just cosmetic. Swapping triggers tag skills and opens up burst windows when enemies get staggered. It rewards you for actually playing smart and staying active instead of just auto-battling your way through. And I want to be real with you, the combat feels good. The dodge timing is generous but still satisfying. The counterattacks have weight to them, and pulling off a perfectly timed tag combo genuinely feels rewarding. It gives me Genshin vibes in the best way, that same kind of active, fluid action rhythm, but with its own tag team identity on top. Here's what I need you to understand before we go any further. From a pure gameplay and presentation standpoint, this game plays better than a 6 out of 10. The lower score isn't about how the game feels to play. It's about the systems and monetization wrapped around it. Keep that in mind as we go. Now let's talk about the thing that actually got me hyped for this game in the first place, the monster taming system. As you explore the world of Balana, you can capture monsters you encounter using Nyanners, your little cat companion. And these captured monsters go into your monster codex, basically your living collection of everything you've caught. Here's where it gets interesting. Leveling up Nyanners increases your capture odds, and filling out the codex unlocks access to higher grade monsters. So there's this satisfying side progression happening in parallel with your main story, a catch-em-all loop that genuinely scratched my collector brain. In terms of gameplay impact, captured monsters act like extra stat sticks and support skills. They add passives, bonus damage, utility, basically another layer of team building on top of your main characters. And I'll be honest, it can feel like yet another RNG system to min-max later on. But right now, in the early game, it's a blast. The monster designs are genuinely creative. Filling out that codex feels satisfying, and the extra build variety it adds is exactly the kind of thing that keeps a gacha game fresh between banner cycles. This is easily one of the game's strongest features, and I want Netmarble to continue developing it because there's real potential here. Alright, here we go. This is the section we need to have. Because as much as I genuinely enjoy parts of Mongil Star Dive, the gacha system is where this game makes me tired. Let's break down the basic gacha structure at launch. Character banners have a base rate of 1% for top rarity 5-star units. 1%. So every single time you pull and don't hit that 1%, you're just feeding into the machine. Now, there is soft pity. At 75 pulls, your 5-star rate starts ramping up. That's standard. And then you've got hard pity at 90 pulls, meaning if you somehow go 90 pulls without a 5-star, you're guaranteed one. On rate-up banners, that guaranteed unit is actually on banner. There's no 50-50 coin flip situation. And on paper, that sounds great. I get it. That's generous, right? Except, here's the thing. Even no 50-50 doesn't change the fact that you're staring down a 1% base rate and potentially 90 pulls to hit guaranteed pity. Do you know how much 90 pulls costs if you're spending real money? And we're not just talking one banner, we're talking characters, gear, artifacts, potentially monster-related systems down the road. The total resource drain across everything is stingy, stingy, stingy. Now let me give credit where it's due. There is a beginner banner that guarantees a random standard 5-star within your first 20 summons, and there's a discounted 10 pull that still counts toward that pity. That's great for rerolling, and I'll cover how to use it in the reroll section. But I need to be clear, a good beginner banner doesn't erase the monetization reality of the long-term banner structure. It's like a casino offering you a free drink at the door. Nice gesture, doesn't change what's waiting inside. And what really gets me is how the launch streams and creator previews are out here framing pity mechanics and gift codes like they fix everything. Oh look, there's pity, there are freebies, there are launch codes. Okay, yes, those are nice. I'll be sharing the codes later in this video, don't worry. But that's launch honeymoon phase stuff. What happens in month 3, month 6, when new characters drop every 2 weeks and each one is a must-have for the current meta? This is standard issue gacha greed, Crushers. It's on the stingy side, and free-to-play players will feel the squeeze if they try to chase every meta unit. I guarantee it. I've seen this movie before and I know how it ends. And this right here, this gacha setup is the primary reason I can't give Mongil Star Dive higher than a 6 out of 10 at launch. The combat is fun, the monster taming is cool, but if the monetization is going to bleed players dry in 3 months, then we've got a problem. I'm watching this one closely, and I'll update my rating if things change. Okay, let's talk about pre-launch meta. And I want to be transparent here. This is based on closed beta data, creator tier lists, and early gameplay impressions. Balance patches are a thing. This will change. But for launch day, here's who you should be chasing. The 3 top reroll and chase targets that basically every early tier list agrees on are Flare, Ophelia, and Esther. Flare is your premium DPS carry, excellent damage, outstanding boss killing potential. If you want to nuke things, Flare is your girl. Ophelia is a strong ice DPS who goes all in on her element. She combines her abilities to convert almost her entire damage output to ice, which makes her hit insanely hard when built right. She's a great pick for players who want a dedicated on-field carry with a clear identity and room to grow into the harder endgame content. Esther is one of the best supports and healers in the game right now. She keeps your team alive through brutal content and just makes everything feel safer and more consistent. If you're newer to Gacha and want a more forgiving experience, Esther is your best friend. Beyond those 3, there are plenty of other strong early picks from launch tier lists. Mina, Gabby, Sengun, Jiwon, and Penny are all rated highly enough that you should feel genuinely good about building them if they show up on your banner. My practical advice? If you pull any 5-star early on, build them. Unless you're a hardcore min-maxer running content competitively, you do not need to stress about pulling the exact S-tier meta unit on day 1. The best character is always going to be the one you actually have and invest in. Quick reroll guide for those of you who want to start with the best possible account. First, what is rerolling? For anyone new to Gacha, it's the practice of resetting or creating a new account and repeating the early game until you get a 5-star you actually want from your starter pulls. It's tedious, but for content creators and hardcore players, it matters. Here's the step-by-step for Mongil. Step 1. Play through the tutorial and early story until the recruit, that's the Gacha, system unlocks. Depending on how fast you skip through dialogue, that's somewhere between 15 and 50 minutes. Rush it if you're re-rolling multiple times. Step 2. Claim all your pre-registration rewards and mail items, and immediately redeem any available gift codes. Stack every bit of free premium currency you can before pulling. Step 3. Drop your pulls on the beginner banner, the one that guarantees a 5-star within 20 summons. Aim for Flare, Ophelia, or Esther if you can. Any of those 3 is a great starting account. Step 4. If you didn't land anything you're happy with, reset and repeat. Guest account, new device, whatever method works for you. But here's my honest take. Regular players do not need to torture themselves re-rolling all night. The beginner banner gives you a 5-star within 20 pulls, and there are selector banners and progression tools available later. Unless you are building a Tier 1 competitive account from day one, just play the game and have fun. Alright, Crushers, some practical day 1 tips so you don't waste your early progress. Tip 1. Start on casual difficulty. The rewards are essentially the same in the early game, and playing casual lets you unlock modes and progression systems faster without butting your head against difficulty spikes before your roster is ready. You can always ramp up difficulty later when you've got a solid core team built. Tip 2. Follow the main story first. I know it's tempting to get lost in side content and events on day 1, but the main story is what unlocks dungeons, events, and the key progression systems. Focus there before branching out. Tip 3. Build a tight core team. Pick one main DPS, one support or healer, and one flex unit. Pour most of your early resources into those 3. Don't spread your mats thin trying to level up 6 different characters. Early game resources are too precious for that. Tip 4. Don't overinvest in gear on day 1. Basic equipment and monsters are more than enough to clear early story content. Save your serious optimization for later when better gear drops are actually available. Trust me, nothing hurts more than dumping resources into gear you'll replace in 2 hours. Tip 5. Capture everything. As you're exploring, use Nyanners to catch as many monsters as you can. Filling the monster codex and leveling Nyanners passively boosts your future capture rates and unlocks bonuses along the way. It's free progress that costs you nothing but a few extra seconds per zone. And tip 6. Redeem your launch gift codes immediately. I'm dropping them on screen right now. Write these down. Those should get you extra diamonds, stardust, gold, and artifacts. Also check the official Mongil Discord and website for any new codes that drop at launch. Netmarble typically releases a few more in the first week. Alright, let's bring this home. What does Mongil Star Dive get right? The visuals and presentation are genuinely gorgeous. Modern tech, stylish anime aesthetic, crisp UI. The tag team combat is fun, responsive, and rewarding when you play it well. The monster taming system is the game's secret weapon and adds real depth and collection goals. And the cross-platform global launch on mobile and PC with full English support and global servers is a big deal. It means Netmarble is committed to this one worldwide. Now, what drags it down? The gacha is stingy and aggressively standard. A 1% base rate with 90 pull pity is rough, especially when you stack in gear, artifact, and monster RNG on top of that. The overall structure feels very familiar to anyone who's been burned by gacha before, and that familiarity brings with it very real concerns about future power creep and banner FOMO locking out free-to-play players. Bottom line? The moment-to-moment gameplay and monster taming fantasy are strong. This game has a genuine identity and knows what it wants to be. But the monetization and long-term system concerns pull it back down to earth. My score at launch. Mongil Star Dive is a 6 out of 10. It's worth trying, it's free, and the core game is legitimately fun. But go in with your eyes open, protect your wallet, and let's see if Netmarble is willing to earn your long-term trust. Alright, Crushers, before I let you go, it's time for something good. You can see on screen right now that we've got the draw animation going for the previous video's exclusive channel member giveaway. Huge, massive congratulations to Rochelle and Zayporg. You two Crushers just won the exclusive member giveaway from last video. DM me on Discord to claim your prizes. And now, because why stop at one, we are immediately launching a brand new giveaway. Same deal as always. This is an exclusive channel member giveaway. 2 lucky channel members are going to win $50 each for a total of $100 in prize money. And shout out to every member already in the crew. You guys are the real ones. Seriously, thank you. This channel doesn't happen without you. If you made it this far, you already know what to do. Smash that like button if this review helped you, subscribe if you're not already a crusher, and drop your thoughts on Mongil Star Dive in the comments. Is the gacha as bad as I'm saying? Are you pulling anyway? Tell me everything. I'm CrusherXGaming. Thanks for watching, Crushers. Stay smart with your gems, and I'll see you in the next one.